Well, good morning, folks. Good morning. I would call it maybe day 3 on this job. Trying to get situated, trying to get started, really is what it is. There's a lot of restrictions. But one of them certainly is not that the landowners bring me coffee every day. I gotta like that. So, anyway, let's have a look around. So, that's the entrance I've been making there. And the way that I planned this job is I was going to come in and cut. And you see all this old deadfall that's laying around. So I was going to cut that, chainsaw, hand cut, and then come in with the sani and the tree shear, but pinned out as a grapple. And then pile the brush and pile the rot that would stay here. And then the tractor, which is out there, would come in and winch out the solid stuff. But the issue here, when I do that, when I land clear like that, when I clean things up, storm clear, out there you have to put the bucket on and you have to make a staging area. And I need it probably 30 feet wide and maybe 30 feet long. So sort of 900 square feet out there. And the excavator would be parked off to one side, perpendicular to the way that the tractor skids everything out. I would buck the wood, limb everything up, and then go across with the grapple and pile logs on the other side, throw the brush in a corner, and then back the tractor back in the woods out of the way, and back the excavator, I should say, I call it processor, and then back the tractor back up here, and keep going in and bringing more dead and fallen trees out. So there'd be rot would stay in here, fire would sort, and if there's anything merchantable. But in these jobs we try to leave everything that's merchantable. We try to leave it here. But it's not working here. A couple of reasons. Number one, I can't make a staging area out there because we're crossing somebody else's land, so I can't do that. And the owners don't want that. They want the least amount of disturbance. So running the sani with the tree shear on it coming in here is not the way to go. It's dangling and clanging. I've got to take it off, put the bucket on. So then when I come in here, I hand cut. Same thing you see here. But I can grab the wood. We're going to leave it in here. Unless there's something really good, then we'll skid it back out there. But then I can use the bucket and thumb, stack the wood. I've got years experience doing that. Grab the brush piles where I've limbed and make little piles and create, nice little access roads, an arterial feeder, I would call it, straight in. And then I know that it's good enough that the tractor can back in, winch stuff up from the feeder sides of that up to the arterial road, and then I can work it and pile it and scoop the limbs up and pile it. Then I go back out and I put the mulcher on. So I know that I've been able to get in here with the excavator with the bucket on because I've made myself access. The brush is fairly close, the wood is piled, and then I can put the mulcher on and clean up. So I see myself making a feeder right straight in over to this other sideline, then up the sideline, chasing out blowdown, and off of that would be like another feeder, and then or arterial road, and then feeders coming off of that. So the process would be deal with what I can deal with right in front of the bucket and the thumb, and then stack it and stack the brush. If it's something I think I want to bring out, skid it out, back out. And then the other issue with that is that I don't have any place here to park the trailer to put that on, to put the wood on. So the trailing end of my plan was always to put a frostbite grapple on the front of the tractor. So this was always my plan, to create a staging area, skid to it, buck the wood, stack the wood, now perpendicular to the way it's skidded out. Put the brush on the other side. Back up, skid out. Then the trailer can be parked out where there's access. Then you come in face first with the frostbite grapple into your log pile and then take it out with the tractor. I used to do it with the excavator and the bucket and thumb. Too slow. So then I could take the logs that are good, the firewood feed and the saw logs out, put them on the trailer with that tractor. So I'm trying to get maximum use out of all the gear. And this is a job to do it. But the issue here is that I don't have a staging area. So I've got to change this all around. And I recommended to the owners that, you know, if we're going to have to leave this stuff in where they wanted it anyway, but I kind of wanted to break it down a little more and get that firewood feed and the saw log feed out of it. But I don't think that's going to happen because, again, there's just nowhere to work. So I've got to alter this plan, and that's what I do. I manage brush. Okay. Cheers, folks.